What are your 2024 predictions for this cryptocurrency market? I have a video for you today going over 6 possible predictions, some more easily predictable than others, and one of which is very interesting as well. I'm saving that one for the end. Thank you for everyone for tuning in. My name is Heidi. This is Crypto Tips. I appreciate it if you hit like and subscribe to our videos. If you want to know even more of what we're doing with our cryptocurrencies, you can view our portfolio, get access to our trade alerts, classes, tutorials, all that fun stuff. I highly recommend you check out learningcrypto.com, home of the CT Club. Let's get right into what happened with Teller. You might have heard about this. It happened December 31st, 2023. TRB, pumped and then dumped. Basically what happened was a week leading into this, the price of Teller was kind of trending upwards. And then on the 30th going into the 31st, the price just absolutely skyrocketed to hit all-time highs of around $600. And within 1 hour, it crashed right back down to its normal levels. I really hope that this case will serve as a reminder for you of the cautions that we need to be taking for any coin that has too much supply in too few hands. That opens the door for price manipulation. There's about 20 whales holding a vast majority of the supply of TRB. And for the past several months, these whales have been systematically and slowly adding their coins to exchanges, and then once the price absolutely skyrocketed, they went ahead and exited their positions. Now, the most concerning thing here is that there were wallets associated with the team members of TRB that had moved coins onto Coinbase shortly before that capitulation happened. So were they implicit in this pump and dump scheme? Did they know something that like this was going to happen and they were going to go ahead and take advantage of that price movement? They have yet to make a public announcement or acknowledgement of this whatsoever, and it's been a few days. But let this be a lesson of anyone who has gone heavy into altcoins or micro caps. It is the Wild West of crypto still, and the risk is there, and you must respect the risk. Don't disrespect the risk, because sometimes that risk results in $68 million of liquidations across other, like this kind of did bleed into a lot of other platforms like Synthetics, for example. They were caught up in this a bit, and that's where I think most of the liquidations happened. But also just the people who were accumulating TRB, they saw it pumping like crazy over that 7-hour period on the 31st, buying, only for it to crash yet again. Be warned of pump and dump schemes. This is far from the last one to be happening. Let's go ahead and move on to the predictions that other crypto experts have granted us in 2024. I think some of these are one of them is very interesting. I'm going to save that one for the end, of course, but some of these are also not so shocking. First of all, there's going to be an Ethereum ETF soon. A lot of people are talking about how Bitcoin dominance will continue into maybe even the first half of 2024 as these ETFs are passed. Institutional investors are pouring in. More Bitcoin commercials are airing on the mainstream media. And Bitcoin's going to, perhaps, this is a prediction, not a crystal ball. Don't take this as truth. It is just a prediction that Bitcoin will continue to have market dominance well into the first half of 2024. And then perhaps maybe the Ethereum ETFs, that narrative is going to start playing up and Ethereum is going to start pumping like crazy. More predictions, of course, talking about crypto regulations on the country level, looking at which countries will be competing to be most crypto friendly in order to attract more of the crypto economy into their jurisdictions. And in that same hand, which cryptocurrency companies will be prioritizing globally where they can hedge their bets against regulatory risks. You don't want to be caught only having a base in one country that all of a sudden is going to go ahead and turn their cheek and say, yeah, crypto's not so cool. You guys aren't allowed anymore. And they're left hanging. Now this one, sometimes you guys comment saying she looks like she's laughing at what she's saying. And this one I am. Because the irony here, one prediction was saying how DeFi actually will become more decentralized just so that the MiCAR MICAR regulations coming out of Europe will not apply to them because these regulations coming out of Europe will be put in place December 2024. And within those regulations, they do specify that if a DeFi platform is sufficiently decentralized, they will not be regulated by those new laws. Basically, they're saying if they're too decentralized, we can't regulate it. And that is and should always be the whole purpose of this cryptocurrency. The focus should be on decentralization so that innovation can thrive without this requirement of trying to see if they're going to fall in a jurisdiction that's regulatory friendly, or if, the regulators are going to all of a sudden change their minds and bring down the hammer. If you're decentralized enough, you're robust against regulations, regardless if they're friendly or not. It makes you immune to regulations, and in that, your innovation can thrive. Another prediction for 2024 that I think is spot on, for those of you who are looking for new trends for what to invest in next in cryptocurrencies, RWAs, real world assets. Tokenization is something that has been floated out by Jamie Dimon and JP Morgan Chase and Goldman Sachs and a lot of these other investment banks. They are frothing at this idea of tokenization of real world assets, equities, real estate, art, automobiles, and commodities. These are all things that these big bankers would love to see become tokenized. And ironically, they're like, it's going to save money. It's going to cut out the third-party middlemen. It's going to cut out bureaucracy. And it's obviously going to be raking in a lot more cash for those bankers who are facilitating these trades. But here's an important link here. If you catch my my little foreshadowing there, the link between real world assets and the digital world and actually becoming tokenized and verifying that what is happening in the real world is also happening in the digital world in a verified manner. We got to look at oracles, and perhaps that's why Link is one of the two coins that have so far outperformed Bitcoin this past year. Bitcoin's up 160%. Link and Solana have done even better than that. And I think Link in particular is doing better because it's like the most popular Oracle platform that's being used by decentralized exchanges, DeFi platforms, any kind of cross-protocol interoperability and communication. The products that Link is providing through their oracles are being used widely. I think it's also going to be used by these huge bankers as well as implementation in these RWAs. So keep an eye out for Link. Not a price prediction, but just a hint. And by all means, this is not financial advice. You got to make that decision on your own. Now, here's the most interesting prediction is having to do with AI. There's some people from Nansen Research are saying that they think in the future, I don't know if it's 2024, if it's that near in the future, but they think in the future that most participants of blockchain transactions, like crypto transactions or blockchain technology interactions, are going to come through AI bots. And furthermore, blockchain technology, they're saying that blockchain technology can work as a safeguard against an AI running amok. I don't know exactly how that will be implemented, but it is an interesting thought through the use of encryption and hashes for proving online identity of yourself as a real world person versus something like a deep fake or an AI bot online. Blockchain definitely has a lot of utility, a lot of use cases, and I think through this use of AI, it's just another example of that. So let's keep an eye on the Ethereum ETFs, regulation around the world, crypto companies doing global expansion strategically. Also, DeFi becoming more decentralized. That is what I am most excited about. Also, RWAs and, of course, AI and blockchain technology. What do you think is in store for 2024? Please let me know in the comments down below. I look forward to reading through them all. And again, if you haven't done so already, hit like and subscribe. I sure appreciate it. We'll see you tomorrow.